Hi everybody, it's Barry from First. I wanted to show you our latest feature, assessments. Now this one isn't about ticking boxes or trying to catch people out. This is about trying to move beyond pass and fail and instead focusing on reflection, real world application and constructive feedback. So as an admin, you can set challenges that are going to help your learners demonstrate understanding, competence and confidence in the areas that matter most to your organisation. Whether that's compliance, onboarding, skills development, or something completely different. And with flexible response types like text entries or videos or supporting files, you're going to get much richer insights into how your people think, apply, and grow. So let me show you how. So first of all, what you'll do is from the create content section, you're going to select assessment as the content type. I'll just quickly give this a title. Now what you can do from here when you're in this screen is that you can select an image if you want to. If you don't want to add an image in there, the platform will do sort of take your brand colors. So there's always going to be that consistency, even if you don't select an image or you don't have one available. First, you're going to do the hard work for you, make sure that it's on brand all the way through. Now I'll just add some content quickly in here. So what you'll then do in this section here is you will then add in the information that's going to guide your learners. So I'll just make this a little bit bigger so that you can see. So essentially what I'm doing in here is, obviously for this one I'm going to select it's a video format. So what I've then done is added some instructions around what I want the learner to do when they're in there. So for this particular assessment, I want someone to explain a real or hypothetical situation where you handle personal data in your role. What steps do you take or would take to ensure that data is used and stored in line with GDPR principles? Give them a few tips on what the things I'd like them to cover in the assessment, what we're looking for from the assessor's point of view, so how they're going to ultimately pass this assessment, and then the accepted formats. So video submission only for this one, maximum length 3 minutes, and they can upload an MP4 file. As I mentioned before, there's two different ways people can complete an assessment. One is text entry, and then the other one is by uploading a file. As I mentioned, in this case, we're going to want a video file of them talking through that situation. So I'm just going to toggle, that's the file type that we want them to accept. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this assessment. So that's gone. So what I would then do, flipping myself onto the learner side, if this had gone out to me as a learner, I would then start my submission. I would then complete my video assessment response, and I'd then add the file to First, and then what I'll do is then I'll submit it. I'm happy. And obviously the file then is stored in First. And then if we jump to the feedback, as a learner I can see that I've submitted it. I'm awaiting feedback. Now what we can do is we can jump over to the admin side again. So view submissions. This is where you're going to see all the people in your organization that have completed or not completed this assessment. So if you're sending this out to a team of, I don't know, let's say 10 people, at a glance you can see who's completed it, who's not, so you know who to give the reminders out to, who to chase, etc. So in this instance, I know that Barry's completed it. I'm going to review. I'm going to then watch his video. Hello, this is Barry. I'm going to explain a real or hypothetical situation where I've handled personal data in my role. So then we can see that Barry has successfully completed the assessment. We're happy with his responses. And now we can say that he's a pass. Just add in there some feedback, constructive feedback on, you can go as deep or as high level as you want with this feedback. This is where you can create that feedback loop. For example, if Barry had failed this one, we could say why, what he needs to do differently for reassessment, and then at least he's got that constructive feedback and knows where he went wrong and wants to improve. In this instance, Barry's passed successfully. That immediately turns to pass. Barry's going to get a notification, and we can see then for compliance purposes in the future that Barry has taken the assessment and successfully completed it, and that he's got a good understanding of this particular area. And that's assessments. Really simple to set up, but a really powerful feature in First that we believe is going to give you a better understanding of what your learners know. It's not just going to be ticking boxes as mentioned earlier. This is really going to dive into their understanding at a deeper level. It's going to give you that confidence that they understand the topic or the theme or the subject matter. It's just a really, really powerful feature that we know that you're going to enjoy using, that your learners are going to enjoy using. And as I say, it's going to really elevate your business and your understanding of particular subject areas too.